Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. It's me, Andres Salazar. I'm excited to be with you today to share with you the progress of my graphic novel, Shangri-La Estates. Yeah, this is one of these fun episodes for me because I'm not going through looking for some damn book to talk about. I'm talking about something that I'm doing. And half of you might turn off now, but you know what? I don't care. I've shared some of this with you before. Shangri-La, graphic novel, crime story in the 80s in Little Rock, Arkansas. A period piece, if you will. And I've shared some of these pages with you, but this is the last half of the book. This is pages 111 to 221. And that's right. This is pretty much complete, this part of the process. So what we've done so far is I wrote a full script that's with descriptions, panels, all that kind of stuff. And now I'm going to visualize it. Think of this as pre-vis for a film and pre-production. And I just wanted to get a chance to look at it visually, look at it in completeness, and then make some more edits. Because you can edit a script and you can kind of like add scenes and things like that. But as far as visually knowing the pacing and things and knowing how the storytelling goes, it's good to visualize it. So I made these thumbnails. I made a little guide, a little frame, and I just framed this out. And this is like 3 by 4 inches, and this is the exact ratio of a full page of 10 by 15. So 10 by 15 is the art board for a comic. I then made it into this dimension, and then we use this as a thumbnail. So I'm using these as large thumbnails. A lot of times thumbnails is like that, just like a little tiny little thing. Well, I made them a little bit bigger to kind of like get in there a bit, kind of render a little bit more. But it's still serving the purpose of a thumbnail. So I shared with you, I think, some of these already, and we'll just jump to new stuff. I think I shared with the Wolfman stuff. We'll go here. We'll just go here. Okay. So basically, this is what the comic is going to look like. And I have a couple options. Now, I use this non-repo blue here, and I did that because back in the day, if I wanted to use a Xerox, this wouldn't show up. I don't really need to do that now, but it works in the fact that I can kind of quickly sketch and then go with ink if I want to really kind of hone this down a bit. When I scan this, I can take out the blue layer if I want, or just keep it. But this is the book. I mean, this is like, my 3 by 4 grids here. This action's happening. I decided instead of do 3 by 4 to go a 9 panel, so I did that. I got him, the father, Chewy, in the car coming to Arkansas. This is a little rough here, so I need to go in black and then kind of like clean this up, because my goal is to have this pretty much done to the point where I don't have questions. I'm trying to work out all my visual problems here at this stage so that when I go my final renders, I don't have to do that. You know what I mean? So this is where I work things out. For instance, page 147, he's at the gun shop. Which do I like, this kind of side view, or do I want this up view? I actually like this one better. So things like that, I'm working out what are the right angles and panel compositions, and then using this, and this will be used for the next stage. Now, today I'm going to have to scan this. So my goal is this. I'm going to go here. I'm going to scan these in. Then I'm going to blow up each of these into separate images, separate PDF, or not PDF, PSD files, Photoshop files, per page. So I'm going to have 155, blow it up to 10 by 15. Now, then I can use this as a guide, right? I could either just freehand draw it and use this and just draw it like this, or I can actually use this as like a framework. I think I'm going to do that. I think that'll speed me up a bit because there's actually a couple things here that I like. I'm like, oh, I really like the way this works. And for some reason, drawing this big at times is harder than drawing it smaller. So if I can keep these eyes and keep this just the way that is, I'll do that. And I'll just blow it up. And then I'll just like ink over it basically and use this as like pencils. I think that's what I'm going to do. There's another thing I could do. So 3 options. One is just have this side by side and just redraw it, right, on full paper. Have this, use this in the digital file and actually put this at the actual size and just draw over it. Like use these as kind of like rough pencils, right? Which originally wasn't my plan, but I might because some of this is actually rendered enough to do that. Or I thought, it's like a wrestling scene. Or I thought what would be fun is what if I blow this up to actual size, print it out as blue line. You see what I'm saying? And then draw on paper, not digitally, the comic. So here's the thing. If I put this in digitally and I just go digital from this, it will be quicker. And honestly, when you get in the game of comics, speed is like so freaking important. I gotta fix her hair. Her hair's not like that then. Speed is so important. But I'll be the first to admit, I feel I draw better on physical paper than I do digitally. I feel that my tools, I have better tools, my brushes, the things I like to do, I feel I can do it better on physical paper. So I don't know which way I'm going to go on this, to be honest. I should ink some of this stuff here. But so I don't know. I'll let you guys know what I do. I probably will do a little bit of both and see how it goes. I know that if I put this in digitally as a layer, I change the opacity to about 30% and then I just start drawing on top of it, I can do it pretty quick. If I have to print it out on paper, draw it, and then scan that, I still usually have to do some sort of like digital corrections. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it for the things that are really important and the pages I really like. Oh, I really like this face. Can I just say every now and then, I like this panel. I like this. I like this. And I like this. Every now and then I'm going to tell you what I like. There's a couple things here I need to probably. So, and yes, brings me to my next point of as far as speed. I don't have to go into ink with this. This is actually, I understand this enough where I could just draw from this blown up. So I do ink things that I feel like are important, but if I can read it already in blue, no sense doing it twice. So I am really excited about the second half of the story. It becomes a crime action story where in the beginning it's more of a coming of age. There's some great callbacks in it. I'm excited. It's fun to draw all these trucks and 80s clothing and 80s. I got like a Bigfoot type of thing. Which if you don't know the Bigfoot is a great little old truck back in the day. It's like one of those monster trucks. So I'm just really excited about it. It's turning out well. I got a damn Pinto. Come on. You gotta love the Pinto. So this is my story. I'm excited about it. It is finished in this kind of pre-vis, pre-production stage. Now I use this as a template. And what also I've learned is, okay, there's a scene I need to add. Because there was a scene back here that I realized isn't working. And visually I realized, oh wow, I need another couple panels to make this work. Well, to do that, I'm going to probably need to pull out a full page because I'm not going to be able to cram another panel. So it's a real way. Also, you notice I'm putting word balloons where I can because that helps me realize, okay, where does the art go? So that's another element to this is I'm really thinking about where the word balloons go so I can make sure I position characters and background in the right way. So it's a great tool to really hone in on what you're trying to do without putting all the effort of drawing it and then realizing, oh man, I got to redo this whole thing. So great tool. I'm excited about it. This is actually, guys, my favorite part of the process. Very frank. I do not enjoy, I'm not going to enjoy rendering all this. I just won't. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of time. And if I could just go shoot the movie version of this, I would. But that would require some money. Comics is the cheap way to make a film. I can't believe I said that. Oh, well. But yeah, basically, this part of the process, this kind of like figuring out the angles, the camera, that kind of directing in a way, is the part I like. Rendering it and drawing it and making it look decent is just so damn labor intensive. It's tough, but it is what it is. I like that face. Anyway, there you go. That's my little status right now. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I think I will definitely, I mean, for sure I'm going to do it digitally, but I would like to print out on paper a couple pages, maybe some things that I really am excited about, or some panels I think are cool, and just see how that goes. Again, I want to finish this as soon as possible, so part of that is getting it done. Thanks for watching, you guys. That's my little update, little video on making your thumbnails and pre-visualization and stuff like that. I'm excited about it. I think this works out well, and I'll let you know what else is going on. Okay, next up videos. I'm going to do a heavy metal episode next. We haven't done one of those in a while, so we'll walk through heavy metal and chat about that. That's coming up next in a couple days. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good one. Subscribe to the channel to see all my videos and fun stuff. Like this video if you want. Share it with somebody. You know, say, hey man, you like comics? Check out this dude. That's always helpful. And if you really want to be a superstar, check out my Patreon, because there you can actually read the comic, and I go into much more depth of what I'm doing there. Thanks, guys. Bye.